welcome back. This is the Devil's Towers Fixit 1969 game, episode 16. Wow, I never thought I'd make it this many episodes before I crashed the system. And I'm Kelly Jack. This is How Not to Game. How Not to Game includes remembering to actually make certain that the recording has started before you start doing things. So I added in this platform and here before I realized I clicked and missed the button to start recording. Yeah, I know. I'm a terrible person. Actually, I'm just that uncoordinated. All right, so did this connection line, so now I can take out the tunnel like I was saying last time and begin having that train that serves the Barons run start doing things a different way. And we've got some lines that were open and such, and I'm debating whether to do that, but first things first, let's see where those PAX rail lines are. That's the one right there. And we're just going to fix that schedule by inserting inserting and adding a stop. So we're inserting that stop. Click to add without even moving it. And then on its return stroke, it's going to stop there and pick people up to go back to town. And I think we can get away with, back here at Mallowfield, telling it to go with a 75% load now, because that's a lot more people. But I think really the better way might be to do 67. 2/3, 67. There we go. So everything's all set up for that train now. And now we can work on getting rid of the tunnel and this stretch of rail right here. And I'm going to do that right off the bat. Just take it, go all the way through. That should take care of everything. Switch so that I can step down into my sliced view. Yep, we're good. The tunnel is gone. So with that tunnel gone, I could do other fixes under there. I could run another tunnel a different direction if I need to down the road, whatever. Not the safest bet, but hey. I'm Kelly Jack. I do weird things. All right, so with that set up, take out another stretch of the rail, or do we? Been debating whether to take and extend this together further down, but I also need to take and do a connection here. And the reason behind that is easier dispatch. So I'm going to start by laying something like this and something like this. Setting it out so that I can kind of see where I'm coming from. Getting ready to slowly but surely get rid of the dreaded. There we go. And there we go. Same over here. I can almost drop the bridge. Now I can drop the bridge. Let's get rid of that bridge after the train's across it, of course. Take out that signaling there. Bridge is not free. Now the bridge is free. There we go. All right, now as I said, this oil field out here also delivers to Brent's benzenes, so I need to think about a second platform here, and that's going to require a little bit of work there. I'm going to go ahead and make it a full double out with a cut line here. We can always extend, as we can see, back this way to extend our platform. And because it's going to now be running into issues, we need to give it some passing sidings. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. 7's a good early number. And then I want to do the same here, roughly. I'm going to take it. Oops. It didn't work the way I wanted it to. Tried to connect up where it wants to. The system doesn't really want you to build what I built. Okay. Dispatch that petrol line fast as we can now. And we've learned our lesson. This is the guy we got to use. Or is it? Get that same amount for 16, but there's no. Yeah. That guy's pricey. My only cheap ones are all the slow ones. I'm down one steam engine as we fully enter the age of the diesel. And yes, I know these are more European style diesels than American style. Now that's interesting. It will let me. Yeah. So I could boost it to that guy, but I really don't see a need. And right now, looking at our lines, got a lot of blue lines where we're going to have to go through and start looking at things. But the Oilers are making money, so we're going to use just that. That looks like a good run. Let's go ahead and set him up. And this is going to be the benzenes, going back up to Brent's benzenes. And because we're dealing with Brent's benzenes, we need to start seriously building a better yard up here. But for right now, we're just going to do this, a little touch up, right like that. Brent's getting a inline so that I show that that's two separate platforms. And now let's see. Set him to 100. That'll make it so I can get back in here and set him for delivery. Promote the line. Now we're coming from the Mallowfield yard, which we hadn't named. I'm going to have to name that field yard and everything else. We're going to call that technically well, what did we call it before? So we're going to call that Desert Crude. In fact, we're going to call it Deseret Crude. Deseret Brent's Oiler. All right. Got that set. Start him off. Let's go ahead and go back down here and get those two oil fields named out. So this is going to become and then come to the yard. Whoops. And that's not a yard, that's a terminal. Yard technically has exits on both ends. And lading terminal. Yep, we named Pete Boggs, so now we just got to name Deseret. Deseret Crude. We've got our first serious changes going into the system. Letting trains get into the bear. And now we've got to start thinking about fixing this stretch, which we're going to do right now. that. Put a signal that way, a signal that way. Trash that signal. He needs a signal to make it so that in the future he doesn't block somebody. And he is consistently using that new out, so I think we can drop that bridge and get rid of the horseshoe in the knot and begin the process of taking out the Mallowfield knot. I'm Kelly Jack. Thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe if you want. It's not like I'm making money on it, so don't worry if you don't. All right? But if you like the game and you got others who you know like the game or these kind of games and might enjoy learning and laughing with me, let them come along. Got the game going, looking a lot better, and we will see how it goes from here. I'm Kelly Jack. Have a better day than I'm having.